Shifting from the Utah water system and drought conditions and the structural challenges, let's look at how agrivoltaic systems combined with precision irrigation can create positive impacts in the water system, soil, and agricultural sectors while also improving solar system performance. And it's a really unique opportunity as we integrate precision irrigation with agrivoltaic systems. So this is going to be a review for anyone who went through the U.S. market intelligence analysis with an emphasis on Utah. So if you've already seen it, this is going to be a wonderful review. But looking particularly at the water and soil impacts, this is some of the research from the University of Arizona, and we can see three scenarios. One, in a typical landscape where you have trees, which will provide shade, and then a traditional solar example with the solar panels close to the ground that creates a microclimate that actually has a lot of heat, and with no, they try and reduce down the vegetation below. But when we use agrivoltaics and raise the panels up, it creates this unique microclimate. And it provides a number of benefits, specifically shade, which can help protect the plants and soils from the harsh exposure of direct sun. And then as plants transpire, releasing water as they grow, inside of this microclimate, the solar panels perform cooler, and we are able to hold some of that moisture within the agrivoltaic system. And also at the University of Oregon, they've done studies. And what they'd found at some of their research locations, particularly this Rabbit Hills agrivoltaic solar array, that they had 90% productivity gains in the agriculture. And they deduced that semi-arid pastures with wet winters may be ideal candidates for agrivoltaic systems, which is most of the western and southern United States. So continuing on with the University of Arizona agrivoltaic projects, which has been one of the leading institutions doing agrivoltaic research in the deserts of Arizona. They found some of the key factors that impacted plant growth and reproduction were cooler air temperatures, the ability with bifacial solar panels to still get direct sunlight, and a huge reduction in the demand for water because of cooler daytime temperatures and warmer nighttime temperatures. And they found that many of their crops do better in the shade of solar panels because they're spared from that direct sun. So some of the results: Chilean fruit production was 3 times greater in the agrivoltaic system. And then water improvements are dramatic. Increased water efficiency, in some cases, 328% more efficient. The plants and grasses under the agrivoltaic system use water more slowly compared to the plants in the sun areas that dry it out more quickly. Decreased transpiration, 65% less, meaning the plants retained more water, and then increased soil moisture, 15% higher on average. And as a result, the peppers needed 50% less water and tomatoes needed 30% less water. So taking the massive agricultural water consumption in Utah of 70%, even in some of these leading edge studies that are seeing 50 and 30% water reduction, is a massive opportunity. And a lot of Utah shares a similar desert or semi-arid condition that they found in Arizona and in Oregon. And I love this quote from the reports that you can see linked here. Not only does this simple concept increase crop yield using less water, but improve solar panel efficiency. Sounds like magic, but it's ecology. So looking at the soil impacts and how agrivoltaic systems can improve soil health and increase water storage, and that number of 15% higher increase in soil moisture wanted to derive from ATRA, which is a program from MCAT, and the USDA, the 5 principles of healthy soil. First, we want to protect the soil surface, often called soil armor, minimize soil disturbances of all kind, and increase plant diversity. And a lot of this comes from the combination with regenerative agriculture, which is really trying to support soil health, continual live plants and roots in the soil, and the integration of livestock. And this amazing figure that comes from the USDA that healthy soil has an amazing water retention capacity. For every 1% in increase in organic matter, an extra 25,000 gallons of water can be stored per acre. So soil health is one of the major benefits of agrivoltaic systems integrated with regenerative agriculture, and the way that this can have a huge impact on water efficiency and on water storage. So looking at the combination of agrivoltaic systems with precision irrigation is a more sustainable agricultural approach that allows the application of water and nutrients to the plant at the right time in the right place in small measured doses in order to create optimal growing conditions versus flood irrigation or even some of the more inefficient sprinkler irrigation systems. And when we combine precision irrigation with the benefits of agrivoltaics, we can see this incredible synergy that's going to create impacts not only for ag, but for the solar systems. So just to identify that irrigation systems are already a major farm and ranch expense. Irrigation systems have high initial capital and labor costs for installation. High ongoing maintenance and repair expense are also very labor intensive or energy intensive in the case of big pivot lines that require, high voltage 3-phase power. And the frequency of irrigation management directly impacts the performance. So as well as you manage the irrigation system in getting water to the plants is going to directly impact crop performance. And there's some great scenarios from the University of Alabama where they really break down detailed costs of each major irrigation type in agriculture. So looking in at one pasture and creating an agrivoltaic hydrogrid with precision irrigation, this is the example that we're going to have throughout this market intelligence analysis, where we take a pasture and we combine dual axis tracking system with a bifacial solar system, and then integrate the irrigation into the solar structure itself. And by doing so, we can help really shift some of the cost and that high capital expense and material cost that it takes to get the water to the field by using the solar system itself. And we can also see solar system improvements because we're going to see how we can integrate agricultural irrigation with solar panel cleaning to improve their performance and keep the solar system performing at a higher level. I want to touch on bifacial solar fencing here, which is a quantum leap in agriculture and solar. And we have a deep dive at our website, butterflypower.org/solar fencing, where we really look at, just like permaculture, this is multi-system integration, and we're stacking functions. And bifacial solar fence not only provides an incredibly strong, with a very long warranty on both the steel and the solar panels themselves, but creates a hyper secure containment and security fence that is long lasting. We can integrate the precision irrigation along with power generation, power distribution, and lighting systems. And then integrating precision irrigation can also irrigate the fields and solar panel cleaning. And then in a beautiful solution to one of the major risks for all developments, but specifically for ag and for energy systems, is the risk of fire. So as we integrate precision irrigation with solar fencing, we can see it creates incredible fire protection to protect these assets and be able to protect the surrounding agricultural facility. So I want to touch on solar system performance and how integrating precision irrigation can have a massive impact in helping solar panel systems not only be better maintained, but make more power. And here's a great company from the US called RST Clean Tech Solutions, where they integrate precision solar panel cleaning systems. And there's a wonderful video here that shows some of the incredible benefits.
Solar panels are making the world a better place. But over time, solar panels get dirty, resulting in less energy production. This soiling hurts investment returns and increases your electricity bills. So, what can you do to keep your solar panels performing optimally? Keep your panels clean all the time. RST CleanTech has developed a fully automated cleaning system that cleans your panels every week, virtually eliminating soiling losses. This can increase energy production by up to 30%. The RST system is the first solution to economically address panel soiling and maximize power production. Current cleaning methods present several problems. Cleaning is done periodically, meaning your solar panels will get dirty again. Paying for only a few weeks of extra production is not cost-effective. Cleaning panels on a hot day with cold water can cause the glass to crack. And if soft water is not used, limescale buildup can destroy the panel. In addition to this, these methods use chemical solvents, high pressure, and abrasive materials, all things that over time will wear on the panels and can void the warranty. With the RST cleaning system, you don't have to worry about any of these things. The system will make you money by minimizing soiling losses, and it will also preserve your panel warranty. Our patented system purifies the water from limescale. The water is then applied at low pressure at night when the temperatures are cooler. Soiling on the panels won't build up because they are cleaned every week. And that's why we don't need high pressure, chemicals, or abrasives to keep your panels clean. RST system is based on drip irrigation technology and has been field tested since 2011 on millions of panels. The simple and ingenious design is suitable for almost all solar arrays, from residential rooftops to utility scale tracking systems. The system is easy to use through our RST CleanTech app, allowing you to remotely control your cleaning and notifying you of faults. With RST, you will enjoy effortless cleaning with up to 30% more energy production, putting money back in your pocket where it belongs. The RST technology is now widely accepted around the world, providing a mature solution for a growing market.
So, they really clearly outline how it can cleaning solar systems once a week can increase power production by 30%, which is a huge number. But now imagine that every time we irrigate the fields, we're cleaning the solar panels. Every time we're cleaning the solar panels, the water is falling off and irrigating the fields. So we're stacking these functions and combining, creating efficiency in what are both high capital and high management systems in irrigation and solar systems. So just to really drive this point home, solar panel cleaning, whether it's done with labor, has high ongoing expense, labor and equipment intensive, and frequency dramatically impacts system performance. And even if we're using machines, or labor, it takes a lot of energy to keep solar panel systems clean. And this is a huge opportunity that integrating the same precision irrigation technology into the solar panel system and into the agricultural operation can create massive efficiency. And then looking at solar vegetation management in traditional utility scale, this is a high ongoing expense, is very labor and equipment intensive. And even now people are starting to use robots, but the frequency of the management dramatically impacts system performance. As we integrate agrivoltaics with a regenerative grazing operation, the critters will do all the vegetation management work on top of helping to keep healthy soil and improving the whole system. So just to sum this up into a real world example, we're pulling from NREL here, where they look at a 10 megawatt single axis ground mount tracking system in Denver, Colorado. And while this is, somewhat of a mid-scale to large utility scale, what's important is they show a pro forma here and identify major expenses that really impact the economic performance. So the whole system costs $25.6 million to install, and then its total operational expenses are annually $221,000, which totals 25 years in NPV of over $2 million. But if we look at the highlighted areas here, we can see that cleaning and vegetation management are 22% of that expenses. So out of a $220,000 annual OPEX, $41,000 of it is going to these two critical categories, which totals $450,000 out of $2 million over 25 years. So this is a massive opportunity to really take what is a hyper competitive market of utility scale solar that's very, very competitive and trying to find a little bit more yield And as we combine solar panel cleaning with precision irrigation and regenerative grazing with vegetation management, we can make the solar systems far more competitive. And through proper cleaning every time we're irrigating the fields, we can make them perform more, which is going to help get more power out of the exact same system. So just again, to sum this up for Utah, as we look at the 1 million acres of irrigated agricultural land in the major categories of sprinkler, flood, and dry crop or sub-irrigated, there's almost very little drip irrigation in Utah. And this represents a huge opportunity to bring capital investment through agrivoltaic solar systems that stack functions and be able to integrate precision irrigation to make Utah agriculture more efficient, better use of our precious water resources, and take the solar industry in Utah and make it ultra competitive. Thank you for taking the time to watch this section of the Utah Agrivoltaic Storage and EV Microgrid Market Intelligence Analysis. It's my prayer that you found a lot of really valuable knowledge and insights and hopefully inspiration about how you can participate in taking the great state of Utah and transforming it into more abundant, secure, and prosperous future for all Utahns, but how Utah is really a keystone state within the heart of the Rocky Mountains that has the opportunity to really integrate with this incredible 7-state regional market, and how Utah is an economic powerhouse and technological innovation hub can really inform that regional market, the broader United States and the world. And regardless of what channel you're finding this transmission, that you'd be inspired to watch all sections of this market intelligence analysis, which you can find at butterflypower.org. And we would be humbled and honored if you'd give it some love, a like, and share it, specifically with a farmer or a rancher or investors who are looking at investing their capital in ways to create a more regenerative future, or really anyone who's wanting to come and participate in this broad scale, bottom up, inside out transformation of our economy, our energy system, and our environment. And it's just a blessing to be here in this time and to participate in this great and good work. And we are the butterfly generation. It's time to rise and shine. Time to transform and fly.